We're now recording. So everyone tighten it up. Stop talking about everything we were just talking about. We don't want to embarrass anybody that may have just tuned in to this meeting. So how are you all doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, doing good. The weather is quite contrary in Louisville, Kentucky today. So chilly and spitting out icy rain, but not quite cold enough to stick. So it's like just
Oh, it's
cold and
lost now.
rainy. Yeah.
You can have that weather.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it was 42, 40, or later in the day, it was like 45. So it wasn't super cold here.
80s in California, Lisa. You're just
yeah.
leave. Go. You're off. Where's the kick button at?
Boot her.
Out here somewhere.
Isn't there a boot button somewhere there that you can kick her out?
Anyone that's getting higher than 70 degrees right now, you just go
You're out
sit
of
on
here.
the back porch.
You're out of here.
We haven't had any snow here.
It's snowing here now.
Yeah, it is. There's been
Yeah, that's fine.
snow all day, but just not sticking. That's the sucking.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be that cold and snow, at least stick.
At least to
Make
give
it
us
pretty.
something. Yeah.
No.
Something pretty to look at.
No, we
Yeah.
had one day where it snowed for like an hour and a half and then switched to rain. It's so weird. It used to snow a lot every year, but last year we had none, and this year so far nothing.
Mm.
I would rather have snow and cold than deal with muddy paw prints.
Oh, my life is muddy paw prints right now. It's all over. Oh, over
Yeah.
the kitchen with how much rain we get lately, and then the backyard's a mud pit, and then the dogs just all over.
So Timmy, why don't you get us started with our call winner from last week?
Our call winner this week is Antonia Scandalita. Congratulations, Antonia. You have done it again.
Yeah, congratulations. And if you're new here and wondering why I just said from last week and Timmy said for this week, right? You know, catch that? That's because you have to have been here last week to win this week. Everyone that's
Right.
here, we used to actually have the names behind here, you can see, but we take the names from who attends each week, put them in a digital hat randomizer that, like, it's not really a hat, right? But it's a digital hat that randomizes them. We draw a name, and Antonia was the winner this week. So congratulations.
And that leads me to the January challenge, just updating everybody that we're more than halfway through January already. I don't know how that happened. Time's flying by. But this is a cool one. We're doing another drawing out of a hat, except I literally draw out of something. But anyone that wants to be in the drawing we'll do it in the first meeting of February, is just $100 in personal volume, or every recruit you'll get an entry as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of tickets in the basket this time. I think this will be a big one this time.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few
Yeah.
people already in the pool, already in the running
yeah.
for that. So yeah, so I guess it's up to me now, right, to talk
All
about
you.
our Valentine's Day gift set. So
Woohoo.
before I put the pictures up, I had them up before the call, and we've talked about them now for weeks. First, I want to apologize that this is not on the website already. We are fully aware that Valentine's Day is less than a month away. Right? It's like 27, 26 some odd days away, right? And we're also aware that the post office is running behind, and that by the time these things hit the website, we're going to have a week, maybe two, to sell them to get delivered in time, right? So that's, but at the same time, we don't want to continue talking about all this stuff and it not hit the shelf. I wanted to let you all know that we have been working very diligently on these, especially this weekend, getting the final products made, our new facilities set up, production ramped up there. We got a new person that's involved in that process. So there's some training, or a couple of new people technically, that's involved in the process. There's some training going on. Timmy was over there today on a Sunday making the products that I'm about to show you, taking these pictures. So legitimately by midweek, definitely by the end of the week, we will have this set on the website. We do not have a price for this set as of right now. That's one thing we're working out tomorrow. Again, I apologize. Our goal originally was to have this online and done by the first week of January. But you know what? It is what it is. We're getting ramped up. We've got a lot of new products coming, and some things take some time to get them done. So we're getting our team ramped up. So what you're seeing here in this picture is the Valentine's Day gift set is going to be a gift set with 1 candle, 1 soap, and 1 bath salt. So these heart-shaped jars you see are the bath salts. These loaves down here, these Timmy actually has them, I think, in her hands. So she could show you what they actually look like. But this is the soap. These are loaves that are cut from a loaf of soap into these bar shaped. There she is, Timmy's. Let me spotlight her for you. She's holding those up.
And they smell amazing.
Obviously the candles, right? So there's 3 scents here. Timmy, what are the 3 scents we're dealing with?
The 3 scents are Calla Lily, Fresh Cut Roses, and Magnolia.
So in order from left to right, right?
Yes.
Calla Lily is white, Roses is red, and Magnolia is purple.
Yes.
So the same thing applies to the salt. The salts are scented the same thing, and the soaps are scented the same way. So we're going to offer these 3 gift set in each scent. So if you order Calla Lilies, you're going to get a Calla Lily salt, soap, and candle. So this will most likely be the product picture. We'll put 1 picture up. It'll show it all, and we'll put in the description. This item includes 1 salt, 1 soap, 1 candle. You choose your scent. You'll use the drop down to choose your scent and purchase this package. So there's been questions arise, which I need to check the chat. That may have already arisen this week. But some have said, are you going to offer these individually? Because all of these are all new products, new jars, new scents, new soaps, new candles, new wax, even new wicks. There's literally nothing in this picture that has ever been released before. Not even the lid that goes on the jar has been released before. There's literally all brand new stuff. So Valentine's Day was a good opportunity to bundle all of these together. Even if you don't get it for somebody, get it for yourself. You'll get a chance to try the soap, try the salts, and try the candles. It's a palm wax candle. As you can see, maybe even this picture, if I can zoom it in enough. Look at that pattern, the crystallization there that you can see in that wax. There's a picture burning, a candle burning from the inside, the wood wicks. You can see the same thing, this crystallization. Even when it cures, it recrystallizes like that. And the temperature will vary the pattern in which it makes. So it's actually a really, really cool candle. Wood wick. Again, these soaps. I got the chance to smell these right before the call. They smell awesome. They smell just like the candles. I mean, just obviously a lighter scent. It's not near as heavy in there. But
and can you clarify, it's magnolia, not gardenia?
Yes, correct. I said gardenia last week, and that was incorrect.
Okay.
That was one that we had talked about, but it was chosen to use the other one. And my apologies for having called that wrong.
Mike, I have a question. It may seem like a dumb question, and you may have answered it last week, but with the wood wicks, how do you not have the smell of wood burning as it burns?
they're treated. It's a certain kind of wood. You really don't smell the wood.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. Some may, I guess. I never really.
I hadn't noticed it.
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
I'd be interested to get that feedback though, if someone can. I think if you smelled it, it might be at the very beginning when you first light it. But once it starts melting the wax, the smell and the aroma of the wax more than overpowers it. If there's even any smell to the wick burning.
Okay.
But they are treated to put the wicks in there. They're treated in wax, so they have soak and absorb the wax in them. So. And actually the same thing, the wood wicks work very similar to the cotton wicks. When the candle burns, the hot wax actually travels up through the wick, and that's what's burning off the entire time. So it's burning wax. The wick is just the facilitator. So good question though. Have you ever burned a wood wick candle, by the way?
I have.
I have. I've burned several, both at JIC because we had wood wick candles then. They're more expensive. I mean, the wood wick can produce more heat. The wax is more expensive. It's nice. It's a nice change up.
Yeah, I never noticed a smell of wood or anything like that. It was more just
I didn't either.
the novelty of it. I
Yeah.
never noticed any sort of scent.
It's a nice novelty. Yeah. Some wood wicks you can get some crackling from. These aren't crackling. You might get a pop or something, but it's a
Yeah.
different experience than a cotton wick. So
Adds ambiance.
it is. Well, the cotton wicks can mushroom out and get real big at the top. And when you relight them, they can pop and stuff. You got to trim them. Wood wicks aren't the same. You don't have to trim them. Just light it, let it go.
It'll do its thing.
Yeah, it does its thing.
Well, that leads me to me, I guess, then.
Yeah.
So as we talked about last week, doing digital certificates as of this morning / maybe early afternoon, everything's been sent. So check your email. I got everything done. If you're missing something, if something seems off, I hope there's nothing wrong, but if you do find something, just let me know and I'll fix it for you.
How do they let you know?
They can email me, they can Facebook message me, whatever they want to do.
Well, so you don't even have to hit up Heather directly. You can just hit up our support line or the info address, reply to any of our emails.
I see all of it, so
Heather
whatever.
sees it all, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out her. I was joking about how do they contact you. I was hoping you go,
Heather@ritzalife.com.
Yeah, I mean, you can heather@ritzalife.com. Honestly, I mean, that's probably the easiest thing because since I don't deal with support tickets, then that would be someone else having to say, oh, Heather, you have a support ticket. So, I mean, whichever, but you could do heather@ritzalife.com. But most of you are friends with me on Facebook. You can just send me a message directly. But I'm hoping that there's I worked really hard, guys, to make sure that I was paying close attention and typing correctly and emailing correctly. But there is always a chance for human error. So please let me know if something didn't go through or something was incorrect.
and let me know too, because I'm not one that Heather has ever created any errors. So if she does, I want to know about it. Crack her really good. Like, girl, what's your problem? No, I'm kidding. No, I know she's busted her butt this weekend. I know she had to work hard. I mean, hard.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into saying I would do that this week. I had no idea.
I didn't know you were going to get it done this weekend. I thought it'd take like a week or something to get. That was a lot of certificates.
So I kind of was like, when I talked to you about it, I was like, I had a day off. So I said, you know what? I've got all day tomorrow to do it. I think that was Thursday.
Mhm.
And so then Wednesday I was like, well, let me just get rolling. And the next thing I knew, I was 5 hours in and it was like, Lex was like, we got to leave for jujitsu. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, all right, I'll get them all done the next day. And I was so like almost blind by the end of the next day that I was like, okay, I'm so close. But I had to work Friday, work Saturday. So I was like, I know I can get the last little bit. There were only like 20 left this morning to get done. So it was a good over 200 of them.
Wow.
But I definitely underestimated, like by the time you go into Photoshop and do all the things and then get it saved and then
Wait for it to save.
It's so repetitive of then you open the email and so.
Well, I could vouch, it takes like 30 seconds when you save a print file, maybe longer, just to wait for the print file to save.
Right, and then I'd go to attach it to the email and I'd be like, because you can't hit send until it uploads to the email server. So I'm like,
Right.
So Heather probably had at least 3 or 4 hours just in waiting for files to save, and let alone actually working on them.
I'm like, I won't do something else in that meantime because I want it to focus on that.
Right.
And then it would make that whoosh sound when it emails. And in the other room, I hear, so I think it takes you about 2 minutes a certificate, Mom. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Micah, you can unpin me so they can see you guys talking.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Oops.
Here, we'll pin Heather for the rest of the meeting. There you go. It's your turn.
All right. Well, I already have someone saying they're missing stuff. So I don't know how that's possible, but I will let me know exactly what's missing, everybody, and I will figure out what happened. It is quite possible that some emails just didn't go through. I know that I made every single one of them, but sometimes,
It's likely it's probably an email issue,
yeah.
especially sending to all the different email providers. So,
And I was probably like overloading it because I sent so many emails.
awesome. Okay. Well,
Comment from Darlene. She says the salts look smaller than the ones shown before. We had tried out 2 different jars and we were only able to get one of them in, and that's the one in the picture this week.
we're talking about these two here
Right.
from
Yeah,
last
and
week.
it
Yes.
still ended up being a 3-ounce jar, and
Which is,
that one.
Yeah. This is a bigger jar, but yes, we can only get these in. But for the sake of taking pictures, we filled them both up and took the pictures. But yeah, as you can see, we took the small one. The smaller one is the one that went in that's going to be packaged with the gift set. Moving forward, though, just between me and you all, because I know this meeting's not recorded and no one will hold me to this accountable afterwards, right? So we've talked about releasing both of those jars. We got to be able to get it in. But the other one, it'll cost more. It's a much larger. It's a big heart jar, right? I mean, it's something we would consider maybe making a candle out of, but the opening was bigger. So it's, but the small one is the one we chose because you can refill it and reuse it and do stuff like that. So. Anything else? We are actually wrapped up, guys. We finished our notes. We said ahead of time we knew we were going to have a short call tonight. So what questions do we have before we cut loose off of here?
I don't see any.
Blind moment. Let's see.
Leanne, yes, we are. Gardenia is on the list of scents that we're working on. It will probably be in a soy candle.
Yeah, I like Gardenia. That was always a good scent before. So. Let's see here. I'm just looking through the chat real quick to make sure we've got everything.
That's what I was doing too.
I think we do. Creative meeting. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up, Cindy. We're close, just not quite close enough. We want to get this Valentine's Day thing out. We got some work to do this week on some website collateral and stuff, but then quickly, yes, we're going to turn and burn on some creative meetings that present you guys with a wave of products that we're going to consider and scents and other stuff launching for this year. So just stay tuned.
We're getting there.
Yep. I think actually we posted one topic in the creative chat. If you haven't jumped in there, there's one topic in there about how to proceed with some marketing efforts.
Yes.
Regarding Facebook groups and stuff. So yeah, check that out and reply. I'm still checking those comments. Okay, I guess that is it. Oh, I said that 2 new messages popped out. Let's see. Okay, confirmations. I'm going to check it out. Will past call winners receive a wax product or points?
I have that answer. They're getting wax product.
Wax product. There you go. Yay. We may change that up at some point, but we end up having extra wax products. Obviously, you're making stuff. There's always stuff that gets a little under poured, or we have leftovers after pour. We fill up extra melts, or it wasn't quite perfect. We take all of that stuff and we end up making them prototypes. You've been prototyped and gifts and stuff. We'll send those out. And if it's not good enough for that, then I claim them all personally. I just take them all, put them in a box, and stuff them in my closet, and save all these candles for a rainy day. So.
Top team builder and sellers will be getting points.
Good question.
We just haven't had our meeting yet to discuss exactly what,
Points,
how we're gonna go
digital
forward with that.
certificates. Yeah, most likely that'll be again one of the things that we present in the creative group, creative team to. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else before we go. Get ready for lots of stuff the next few weeks is all I can say. We got more products coming, more stuff we're ramping up for 2021. You know, it feels good now that we're caught up. We've switched over to a new facility. We're getting things wrapped up and ramped up there. So we're going to be off to a fun year. It's going to take us a few weeks or so to really get things ramped up, but we need you guys to get cranking, recruit, bring in teammates, and spread the word on this stuff. So.
Woohoo.
Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, we are wrapped up for this week. So I want to thank you everybody for tuning in. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll check in midweek with this Valentine's Day gift set. I think I've turned off the screen share. Yeah, the Valentine's Day gift set, and go from there. Make mucho dollars in 2021. Exactly. It's exactly what we're planning on doing. Mucho money and
Mucho dinero.
yes.
Have a
Thank you,
great week,
everybody. Have a good
everybody.
night.
Good night.
Bye. Have a great week.